Hey guys!
Hi!
Good morning!
Good morning!
Look at famous people stopped by. We are so excited that Cy and Stan stopped by to say hi. They're on their way home, and
you know that you're shouting.
It's AKA husband, just so you know.
AKA husband.
yes, husband. So
I just got a new hearing amplifier. So what?
It's probably turned up.
Yeah, it probably is because I can hear stuff now that I haven't heard for years.
Okay, yeah.
So
stop yelling.
I'll stop
He's
yelling.
excited.
So introduce yourselves, please.
Cy here.
Hi, husband!
This is Stan.
AKA Stan.
So I have a channel called Size Corner, and I started doing signs a few years ago.
Learned the technique from these two
Learned the technique from these guys
on the YouTube. And
yeah.
She loves
I
it.
love it.
They just happened to be in the neighborhood. Thought they'd stop by.
Yeah, we had to stop by and say hello.
Kind of took. I didn't want to drive through LA, so that I went to the northern route.
You know what? For Instagram. So, sorry. I'll cut that out. So this is for YouTube. This will be for Instagram. But yeah, so we were so excited when we found out you guys were coming by and wanted to stop by. We're just, we're out in the middle of nowhere, as you can see.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people get by here as a course. So yeah, we love what you do. I dig your videos. I really,
Thank you.
Yeah,
I really
do
do.
too. I'm always fascinated when I see you and you go from place to place, and you're always excited about what you're doing.
And just so you know, that is real because she's always excited when she's on camera or not.
Oh yeah,
Your
our
Christmas bazaar.
Yeah.
That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Early. Yeah, gosh, you guys did a lot of nice stuff.
Yeah, and you just did the guitar stand or the music stand. Yeah, out of spalted maple.
Yeah.
God, that came out.
And I know I'm a trader. I just bought a CNC machine.
I know.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know.
Well, I mean, you'd be putting out your own videos.
No, well, she'll do it. I'll just.
no,
I did one putting it together already, but that's it.
What kind of CNC?
It's a Shark.
Shark?
Yeah,
I've
it's
heard
a,
really good
I'm
things
thinking
about
about
it.
buying one.
It's the HD5. It went to get the instructions could have been a little better putting it together, and I've had a couple issues, but they've been great on the customer service side. So
That's more important.
Okay, listen up, people. If you want a CNC, a Shark is a good one.
it is.
Yeah.
I've done probably 30 or 40 signs already.
That's great.
So I'm still learning the program.
Well, and the thing is, and there's a lot of people that have started freehand, and then they've gone to the machines because of the repeatability and the production capabilities. You could set it up and do stock, what I call stock signs that you could sell and just do them over and over and over and over as you're being more productive doing other stuff. So absolutely.
And one of the things, because I'm a Marine, I'm always a Marine, once a Marine, and she was Army.
Okay.
So we're both military veterans, and I'm into doing the veteran signs. So I've gotten trademark licensing so far for 3 of the 5 branches.
Yeah.
The Army one's been the hard one to try to do.
Yeah.
And the Air Force wasn't available till
And
the
you
middle.
have, because of being a veteran, you have the availability. Like my brother-in-law can go on posts and actually sell at the
Yes, the PXs.
The PXs.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you're still as a craftsman supposed to have a trademark license.
Oh,
So,
okay.
and it's a hobbyist license, so it's not real expensive, but you want to do it right.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're infringing.
Yeah.
So
Fun.
Hoorah.
Hoorah!
Exactly.
That's what.
The CNC machine, though, it's like a whole nother level to do the programming and all that. But he can't do some stuff that you could do with your hands.
Exactly.
Which is so cool.
And see, that's the thing is that if you have some skills doing it freehand, then adding the CNC stuff, for background, for doing outside letters, that's exactly what my brother and my brother-in-law and sister do in Anchorage. They have the little CompuCarves or the carve rights. But he was a freehand sign carver before that. Dad taught him decades ago.
Nice.
So they have the availability to do the background and do freehand stuff mixed with the capabilities of what the CNC does. It's a great mix of being able to do everything.
And we've already did one like that. The Wolf you did freehand, and then I did the lettering. on my CNC.
On the wolf.
Yeah, I think it was a wolf, wasn't it? Or a bear? No, it wasn't a bear.
It was something. I don't
A
think.
coyote, a badger.
Something like that.
It was an animal of
It was
some
an
kind.
animal of some kind. I was pretty sure it was a wolf, but I can look on my phone and tell you. But
No, but that really is cool. So
Yeah.
now you have the availability. It looks like you got a really nice shop up there. You guys like moved not too long, like a
It was-
year ago or
Year and a
something?
half.
Yeah, a year and a half
Yeah,
ago.
yeah. Moved into a
Yeah.
bigger place and got
Yeah.
it all set
Yeah.
up.
well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's our retirement home. We went there because of the sun.
Because you don't see the sun.
on
the
the other
valley.
in the
Yes.
other side, you
On
get
the
it
coast of the
maybe
valley.
50,
Yeah.
60, 70 days. Maybe here you get 300.
Oh,
So where we're at.
Yeah,
So
we
Yeah.
get three,
And
we
less
get
rain.
about 350.
Yeah.
Instead-
350.
yeah, instead of getting about 70 to 90 inches of rain, you only get 10.
Oh.
Yeah.
So a lot
And
different.
that's
Where
nice.
do you guys live?
Oregon,
Right in the middle of
Right-
Oregon.
right smack in the
Almost
middle. dead center
center,
by
yeah.
missing it by 20 miles.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But great view too. We're up high enough. We're at the end of a cul-de-sac. We overlook a valley. We get to see the Cascade Range, the beautiful mountains and stuff.
It's gorgeous. It's
Yeah.
gorgeous up there.
Love
So
it.
I was looking on your Instagram page, and I saw the picture of when you were 9.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it was 1970.
Yep.
And you guys, so 50 years.
50 years. Yeah,
And-
we just.
Yeah,
January
January
1st was
1st.
50 years. Yeah.
That is so
Crazy.
I just-
cool.
It's crazy. Yes.
Can I interrupt? Sorry. I want to do like a little how you got started and
That's a great idea.
kind of where you're going.
Good idea,
You know,
Vic.
Good idea.
I
Great.
have one once in a while.
Yeah.
Go ahead, dear.
All right.
Right.
First of all, this is Cy and Stan. We put them on the spot here. Okay, so tell us about yourself.
Well, I have a YouTube channel. I have a YouTube channel and I do woodworking. I started with Intarsia and I've kind of branched out to other things, including making the signs.
How long ago was it that you started woodworking?
I started woodworking in 2010.
Okay.
And I just dabbled a little bit because I was still working full time.
Mm-hmm.
And then we moved to Louisiana, and I went to having a lot of time because we didn't know anybody, and my job was part time.
Gotcha.
And so I started my YouTube channel there,
Really?
and then I just started branching out into other types of woodworking.
And
What
stuff.
made you
And-
start doing YouTube from a standpoint of rather than making stuff and selling it? What started you into YouTube? You just
So-
wanted to be a star,
So
right?
my cousin in Texas asked me how I did the Intarsia, and I said, well, I'll make a video. And I thought, you know what? I'll just make a whole production for her. So I did that, and it was a blast. I sent
Really?
it to my mom also, and she says, this is just like visiting you. So I'm like, okay, so I just kept making videos, and I put them on YouTube after a little while.
Yeah.
And it went from there. And then Steve Carmichael, he reached out. Well, we connected somehow. I don't know how, but there was like a little hangout.
Yeah.
And everybody was very welcoming and
Yeah.
telling me to keep going and all that. So I was like,
That's-
okay.
How cool is
That's
that?
super.
Yeah.
How cool is that? I haven't
Yeah.
met Steve yet, but I'm looking forward to it. I think I'm going to get to
He-
meet him when I go to
He's
the
a cool guy.
Yeah, he is.
He tried to get you once though on that one collaboration. No, just kidding.
Oh, and we were, yeah.
He had a kickback and it
It
piece hit her.
it hit me in
over
the
the
ribs.
side.
Yeah, he felt so bad.
Yeah.
We probably don't want to put it on there. Anyway.
Steve's great. He's a great
Yeah,
guy.
he's great.
It was great seeing him.
Yeah.
So you have, so it's kind of evolved, and now you
Yeah.
do this. So how many videos do you do on a regular
I
basis?
I try to do once a week.
Yeah.
But it's been a little bit less than that since we moved to Prineville.
Yeah.
Just because I've been busier.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
hopefully I can get back to once a week. So it's once every week and a half.
So
right now.
I'm kind of curious, talking from a creative standpoint, where do you get your ideas of what to do? This is
I have a list.
really.
Yeah. It's
So you've got, because I've heard people like Peter Brown. I had a conversation with him one time saying that, I don't know how you could, keep kicking out videos on a regular basis.
Yeah.
For me, it's like I don't have enough time. We're doing 4 videos a week,
Yeah.
and I don't have enough time to
We
get to
have more
everything.
ideas
Right.
than we've got time to make
Yeah.
videos.
Exactly.
Yep. We
Yeah.
know what
Yeah,
that's
what
like. We
happens
both
is-
are that way.
I have all these ideas. I wake up in the morning super excited, and then you get tired,
Yeah,
and then the day's over.
yeah.
And sometimes you finished a lot, and sometimes you finished a little. But
Yeah.
I guess it's just plugging along each day.
Yeah. Yeah. And when you love what you're doing, that makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
Huge
Yeah,
difference.
you're just pulling out of bed.
Yeah. Yeah. Wake up. Yeah.
She does not jump out of bed like that.
Really.
You like what you do now better than pulling people's bad teeth, huh?
Let me see. so the different is a lot like dentistry, actually.
Artistry.
Because the tools have the same names, and
She was
it's
a
drill
dentist.
and all that. That's why hand routing is so much like dentistry, because you're
Really?
yeah.
Using a rotary tool, I guess that's true.
But I don't have to deal with blood unless it's my own.
Yeah.
Try to avoid that.
Or tears unless it's my own.
Yeah.
And saliva unless I'm drooling. So
I can't believe you said
And how long were you in that profession? I mean, you went to school
I
for
did
that, obviously.
Well, I had my own practice for 8 years, and then worked 3 more years, and then I had a couple of years where I was working for other people, so about 15 years.
About 15 years, yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
What a great
It was-
story.
it was-
All right,
Yeah, it was
Stan,
fun.
tell
So-
us about you, husband.
Yeah.
I started woodworking when I was 6 years old, actually. A neighbor up the road had a little shop, and we made birdhouses, right? Got interested in it. And,
That's great.
Yeah.
and
that is
then
great.
just kind of, didn't do a whole lot when I was younger. My dad, we built a couple houses, actually, together. Built a boat, 32-foot cabin cruiser boat. And then built a house from scratch, did everything in it but the bricklaying and the stucco on the outside. So I learned a lot of useful skills at that time. And then kind of got into it when I was in my 20s, more cabinet making type stuff, and actually had a furniture business. But what I learned is people don't want to pay what it's worth, because they can go down to the local store and buy a dining room set like for $1,200, and a solid wood cherry set with chairs and everything would be like $4,000 for me.
Right.
So the only people who wanted to do that was people who actually could afford it and wanted
And
solid
could
wood and
appreciate it.
heirlooms.
Getting to that market is not
It's
as
not easy.
Yeah.
I had a couple customers that were absolutely wonderful, and then most of them were, no, that's not exactly what I was thinking. And so I kind of said, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'll make stuff for my friends. And of course, my kids, we made a lot of stuff for kids, beds and dressers and stuff like that. So that's kind of how I got into it, and been doing it like over 50 some years now.
And you're retired.
I'm retired. I was
Actually,
kind of. I just retired though.
yeah. So
kind
he
of.
retired a year ago, but then he's been
Year and a half. But then I did some consulting work for my old company, which was and now I just finished the last job with them, and so hopefully
So I picked him up from the airport, and we left to Arizona. So he hasn't been home for
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but that was fun. I mean,
So now you're officially retired.
He is.
for a while at least.
Until a better offer comes
Until
along.
you pick up the phone, they call you, Stan, we need you up here.
Well, probably, yeah, but that's probably gonna be a year or so at least. And then I'll decide whether I really want to do it or not.
Yeah.
So.
You get more shop time.
But originally I went into Marines out of high school, and then after the Marines I actually didn't know what I wanted to do. Went and got trained as a tool and die machinist. I did that for that kind of work for 5 years. Got a degree in machine tool technology. About 2 years into it, said I could see CNC was starting. It was all manual at that point.
Yep.
And I said, this isn't going to last very long, or it's going to be very limited. So I went back and got a business degree.
Gotcha.
So I actually was trained as a tool and die machinist and did that work, and then went into business and
That's
ended up
what I
at-
did for years, and
Yeah.
actually the first CNC machines were all metalworking.
They were.
And it was off of tapes.
Off of tape, yep.
Make the punch
Yep.
tapes.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. So it all worked out great. It gave me a great career with Georgia Pacific, and they were a great company to work for. And
Sound like you were a lot like I was. You just learned everything you could learn.
oh, absolutely.
Because I took an international correspondence school course in tool engineering technology. That's how I got into machining. So,
Cool.
Yeah.
3-point threading, Acme threading, all manual stuff, right?
Yeah,
And of course, learn how to weld. So she goes, "Can you teach me how to weld?" Because I hadn't welded in years, and never used a wire welder either. So we bought a wire welder. I'm going, okay, I'm used to stick and acetylene and MIG, which is somewhat similar to wire. And boy, I love it now.
yeah, you use a wire now?
Oh yeah.
I'm going to get one. I've still got no stick welder, but I'm going to get a wire.
Yeah.
For my birthday last year, he got me a welding class.
We did.
Oh,
We took a
cool.
little
Oh my
welding
gosh.
class down
Nice.
in Phoenix, and it was
neat.
It was
so much fun.
awesome.
It was
He
a
made
blast.
the ugliest little thing, but it's a pencil holder now.
Oh, nice.
But you're learning about the.
It was cool.
It was.
Yeah.
It was a blast. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a blast.
yeah, I love it too.
If
Yeah.
they've seen the video on the Grandkids Clubhouse, I made all the railing myself. I welded all the wet railing and everything
I'll have to go
myself.
watch that.
And so, because it was a lot less expensive, and plus it was a lot of fun.
A lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So,
Okay.
let's
All right.
close
So
this up.
yeah, let's close this up.
Thanks for stopping by, you guys.
Yeah,
So
thanks
if
for
you
having
Thank you.
us.
Oh, we
Exciting.
love it.
If you guys haven't gone and watched Sai, which I'm sure you have, if you haven't, you got to go see her stuff. I just love her channel.
If you
I'm
are
hooked on
somewhat sleepy when you go, 5 minutes in, you will be wide awake.
it. Yeah,
She is
you won't
awesome.
need caffeine while you're
And
watching.
just so
her.
you know, she is really this way. I live with her day in and day out, and she is a very happy, joyful person.
And that's just awesome.
If she's not smiling, I'm going, okay, dear, what's wrong?
Yeah.
And that rarely
And the
happens.
puppies are still in the truck. They're
Yes.
probably going crazy out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gibbs and
Wally.
Wally.
Yep.
Although we got new names for him. Because somebody at the park the other day, we were throwing the ball, and they said, "What's his name? Bullet?" And that was for Wally. And I said, "That's a good nickname,
Yeah.
Bullet."
Bullet.
And the other one,
You know whose dog was named Bullet?
who?
Roy Rogers.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Roy Rogers
just
had
had that
Bullet,
as a
Bullet the Wonder Dog. Trigger, the smartest horse in the movies, and Bullet
okay,
the
yeah.
Wonder
Oh,
Dog.
okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Oh,
And yeah, so Gibbs' new name is Yoda because when he sticks his ears out, he looks like Yoda.
the flat.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, so.
All right, so we are done. Thanks again, guys.
Oh,
It's
thanks
been-
for having
it's
us.
Such
Appreciate
a pleasure.
it.
Just love you guys coming by, and one of these days we'll get up there and
You come and
we'll,
see us.
We'll come
Oh,
see you.
yeah. I love that Prineville area. That's not like in the
now
Willamette
you're
Valley.
You're yelling.
You're yelling.
In the Willamette Valley, it rains like
Yeah.
200 days a year.
Yeah.
More than that.
Prineville,
90% of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was born and raised in the Willamette Valley. So.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we're out,
Thank
guys.
you. Bye.
Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.